Well, hello. Welcome to Neptune Fish Tarot. My name is Alicia. I'm going to be doing a collective reading for the week of April 5th to April 11th, 2021. This is going to be for everyone. It may or may not resonate for everyone, but these cards were pulled based on the astrology of the week coming up. So I want to kind of begin with what that's going to entail. So we've got a lot of planets now in the sign of Aries, which is a fire sign, a lot of forward moving momentum right now, fast moving energies. We've got Pluto still in Capricorn in the very late degrees. I think we're approaching 26 degrees now. And we just have Mercury actually going into the sign of Aries at this time when I'm recording this, which is, I think today's the 3rd. And it'll be going into Aries tonight. And so we're going to see the Sun, Mercury, Venus, and Chiron all in the sign of Aries. And this week, what's going to happen is that Pluto is going to end up making a square, which is a tense energy, with the planet Venus. And so I say all of that to preface this reading, because what came out in this reading looks like that energy. And so these are relationship themes, Venus being the planet of love, right? And Venus is going to be sextiling Mars, which is currently in Gemini. Not quite sextiling, it's a few degrees off, but close enough for the three planets to be talking to one another as they perfect throughout this coming week. And so when I asked Spirit to deliver our cards and our message for the week, this is what I got. I did pull out several oracle cards, and then I did the tarot, and I am using the Light Seers Tarot, Chris Ann's deck. What did we have? 9 cards pop out. And so I'm really just going to go through the tarot first, and then I'll tie in all of the oracle cards. I got 6 oracle cards that came out, and I used 4 different decks and 6 cards from 4 decks on that. So we have a pretty coherent message. Again, this isn't going to resonate for every single person, but if you do find yourself suddenly, rather out of the blue, facing some kind of occurrence, we'll call it an occurrence, with relationships this week. And obviously that can be our partnerships, that could be at work, it could be your friends, your family, your kids, whatever. Don't be surprised, okay? So we do see the 4 of Swords, and that usually is indicative of this need to sort of take a step back. We do see the little heart off to the side there. Healing, rejuvenation, resting, getting our thoughts sort of balanced and back in order. I think maybe in this reading also I would have to say is maybe getting our thoughts out of the way. And you'll see why I say that here shortly. Now the 7 of Wands, which is normally just for us to be able to be confident and stand in our power, to get into alignment with our authentic selves. And I think also this is going to become very important. These first 2 cards really are the, I would say, set the tone for what's about to come after, and that is stay out of our heads, okay? Don't overthink, and stay centered in our power, because what's about to come after is going to be disorienting. And I'm just going to say that right up front. We have the Hermit. Okay, and this is right in the very center of the reading. And so this is indicative of we're going to have a point probably coming, up as the days of the week unfold, where we're going to have to find ourselves really reeling back our energy. We're really going to probably need to get into a very silent, meditative maybe state would be a good way to put it. Now also, and we'll come and we'll see how the cards are going to unfold with this, but we see with the Ace of Pentacles that this is a gift. Let me come back to that because it doesn't really make sense yet until you see the rest of this. Here's where we see all of the action unfolding in the second row. So we've got Justice into the Four of Wands, and with the reverse Judgment on the other side. In here we see something is happening here. The Hierophant and the Tower at the end of all of this. So we've got a lot of major arcana happening. If I sort of pan back here, we've got the Tower, the Hierophant, the Hermit, a reversed Judgment, and Justice are all majors here. And so, let's start over here. Something clearly upsetting happens, okay? On something unexpected, something jarring. I don't see this as initially how it's going to feel. It's not going to be expected, and it's not going to really go, if we think about it, right? Initially, the way we think about things, right? If we leap to judgment, it's going to be very upsetting. It's just going to be very upsetting. There's not going to be anything about this that seems fun. And with the cards around it, it seems very much like something in our partnerships is what I'm guessing here, is thrown out of whack. So it could really just be, you have some kind of a fight with somebody. It can be as minor as an argument. It could be as major as a complete dissolution of a marriage, or somebody losing their job, or something very impactful. Is very, very possible. Like I said, with the astrology this week, with all of the planets in Aries, especially with Mercury, and the relationship that it's going to have to Mars and Gemini, at the very least, I wouldn't be very surprised if we find ourselves sparring with partners / friends / coworkers / kids. But what I wanted to say about the Ace of Pentacles is this, okay, is that there's a gift in all of this. And the gift is going to be found, okay, from this Hermit and this Hierophant. Okay. The gift is going to be found when we get out of our heads, and the less we actually take to thinking about it, okay, thinking, oh, it's not fair, everything is out of whack, it's not fair, I don't like what's happening, things aren't going my way. At the outset, it looks like maybe, the situation is against you, like almost you are being um unfairly, I don't know, maybe blamed, or um, somebody who seemingly has some kind of authority over you, right? So, like a spouse or a boss or an institution, um, may be judging you harshly. Um, this could be even to, like I said, to the degree that like a relationship is being ended. Okay. Because there is some heartbreak, there is some fallout from whatever this tower moment is, but there's a gift in it. There's a gift in it. And so what we're being asked here, I think, will become clearer once we get into the oracles, because we've got a 12th house, and this is the astrology oracles, and then Neptune. Well, Neptune is the ruler of Pisces, and Pisces is the ruler of the 12th house. And so the 12th house and Neptune coming out together, that makes sense. So what does all of that mean? Well, the 12th house is the house of our undoing, right? So this is the place where we can, things are really hazy, they're not clear, we don't know what's going on. Sometimes we inadvertently like self-sabotage here, like we make choices that unravel progress that we've made. With Neptune, um things are happening, like an event like the tower can transpire, and we have no idea like what just happened. We don't know what the heck is going on, and it feels like everything is like we're in the twilight zone almost. 12th house Neptune, like we don't even realize, um there would be no way to understand logically. And that's why I say we're going to see how getting out of our heads, um and then being able to get centered, right, in our center, in our authentic, um higher self, place, connecting to our inner guidance, is going to be the only way to navigate this energy, because because it's going to be hidden from you. You're not going to understand it. There isn't going to be a way to rationalize what's going on. It's like out of left field. It's out of your control. You can't do anything with your logical, rational, mental processes here. Okay. And so it's unsettling, right? It's unnerving. But the gift is that the answers you need are coming. Okay? And when you're able to go into this meditative place, into this quiet space, when you're able to drop down into your heart center and you allow the space and the quiet to guide you, then you will receive some sort of intuitive direction. Okay. And this is a reminder, you're going to have to switch gears. Okay. You can take the position of fighting against it, right? But I have a feeling, a sneaking suspicion, that the more you try to fight against the tides of whatever is happening here, the more frustrated you're going to become, the more ground you're going to lose, the more, the deeper the grief that you're going to find yourself in. And so I'm only saying this all up front because if you do find yourself in a tower moment this coming week, you may have no choice, like, honestly, than to pray about it, meditate about it, surrender to it, I guess is the right word, And so let's, these are the last two, and this is all tied in. This is all perfect here. Divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. And, here she is, right? She is in meditation. And divination is exactly tied in with 12th house Neptune energy. I mean, that's exactly one of the areas of specialty for 12th house. And then this card, wisdom in play. Our intuition knows more than we do. And there it is, folks. Whatever's happening this week, we're not going to be able to solve it with our rational thinking minds. It's very clear. I mean, all of these cards came out, and they all have a piece of the same message, right? We're being asked to tap into our intuitive inner guidance. We're being asked to have some trust and some faith that the universe is trying to bring us a gift out of the ashes of all of this stuff. It's going to seem shitty. It's going to seem unfair. It's going to seem like we don't understand why. It's going to hurt maybe, probably. But in the grander scheme of things, it's just part of the journey. And it is a gift, right? It's a gift for us to be able to use something that's difficult, perhaps uncomfortable, to learn how to tap in to that guidance, to learn how to not depend on what our little minds can do to solve a problem, because sometimes there isn't a solution, right? Sometimes it's just there isn't anything that we can do except surrender. And so I'm going to say that that's probably the right word for the week. Watch your communication this week, okay? People are going to be prone to just, making comments or being argumentative, and it may be lighthearted and playful. It may be fun, Gemini, lighthearted, just jabbing and funning around, right? But it might not be. It might be it might be Pluto and Capricorn coming in and doing a little bit of damage. Okay. So, yeah, that's the week, guys. Fun times. Keep your eye on the prize, though, I would say. Keep your eye on the prize. Process through it. The astrology is going to be really, really positive the week after. So I think that as the month moves on, assuming that this is not a permanent situation or a permanent ending, though it may be, and I'll just say this, and if it is, we know then that it's because that relationship was not serving us anymore, right? So there's that. For a lot of people, it could be the case that this is just the straw that breaks the camel's back. Like, this may just be the catalyst for the thing that needed to happen, right? Like, it could have been a long time coming, and this is the energy that just plays out this week that allows you to finally get free of it. That may be your situation as well. Maybe that's the gift, for a lot of people. But for the rest of us, if it's not expected and it's not desired and it's not wanted, just know that whatever is coming in, it is for our highest good, I will say. And the answers that we need are coming. And so right now, our best line of inquiry is going to be through our intuition and through tapping into our inner guidance and our ability to have faith that something better is coming. So that's the reading. It's a wrap. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it right here. And I hope to see you guys all again. Be on the lookout for your monthly readings for each of the signs. And yeah, see y'all next time. Bye.